Hi, it's Faces Tech. I was having a bit of a sort out the other day, and then I come across this tray of shame, I suppose you'd call it, which was the when I first went to make the DS Lite LED cartridges. I was like, oh, I need to get basically a bare board so we can have a look, probe around on it, try some LEDs out and stuff. And I knew that they were ultrasonically welded together, so I was like, I don't really want to. I've got loads of crappy games. I was like, I could just rip them apart. I was like, let's have a look on eBay. Is anyone selling any carts that have wrecked shells? Luckily, I found three. That's someone. It looked like someone had eight. Like this one, yeah, probably a dog had got a hold of it. There's a few of them like that. I think the listing was originally just for one, but three turned up, so I was like, nice. So basically, what I did is, I think what I did was I got the board, probed around on it, tried the LEDs out and stuff, knew that it could work as like a sort of a concept. Tried to make a shell for it, because when I found this one originally in its original shell, it wouldn't quite fit in the DS. And then I think my mind had already been made up, like I need to make a custom board, because this board is 0.8 of a mil thick, and the ones I made for this one were 0.6, so I was like, you're getting 0.2 there for nothing. So I kind of like just cast all this aside and just thought, I was kind of concentrated on making the shell for the sort of LED homebrew one, I was calling it. Made the shelf and all that kind of stuff, but luckily I still had the files and stuff for it, so I thought, ooh, I wonder if I can actually slim it down enough to get everything to fit. And luckily I did. It took about 6 revisions, I think, to get it to fit, which is annoying, but we got there. So let's have a quick look at what they actually do. So this is the original one, as just lights up nice pink because it kind of matches and it comes up as a normal game and loads just like a normal game. And then also I thought I'd have a little bit of fun with this one, and because it's the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon blue Team Rescue, blue on the front, I got a nice clear black back to it. This one's just like all white. I just thought I'd try something different out on it, and this one also works. This one is blue, which is nice. I don't think it's as nice the clear as the white does, because the white kind of a bit more of a diffuser, but this also works as well, if you're wondering. But then what got me thinking was, will these work in a DSi? Well, should we have a quick look before I show you the rest of it? So we know it works. Let's just try. So this is a complete stock one. This is a hacked one. So let's try this one's the DS. This one's just the LED cartridge. The LED cartridge, and let's load this up. It doesn't detect it as a game at all. Loads up, and it just does this because I think it's just probing to see if there's a cartridge installed. So it'll just keep probing. Obviously it can't read it. It'll just keep doing that, which is annoying. Turn it off. If you do it in a hacked one, it's even worse. I don't think this actually means there's a game in it, because the other one didn't. I think it's just there, but yeah, it doesn't even do that, weirdly. I'm not sure what in the firmware they've changed there, but let's try one of these, because you'd think, let's try it in a stock one, you'd think, will this work, because it knows it's a game, so it will actually will it give it power? You're thinking, I know what you're thinking, it probably will do. It detects it as a game. Before it didn't. So the big reveal, yes it does, it lights up. But then you think, well, this is kind of pointless, because unless you can play other games, if you don't want to play that game, that's the whole point. There's not even like a DS GBA card slot, so it's not like you can load games from other places on it. Let's try it in the hacked one. Comes up again as thingy. Let's have a look. Oh, it's not lit up. That's weird. Again, I don't know what, even when you go onto like your fake DS menu, oh, it does actually show up, but it doesn't actually light up. Even when you load, that's a game that's loaded from the SD card, and that also doesn't light it up, which is annoying. I thought it would do, but yeah, unfortunately it doesn't. And then the likes for a 3DS is I don't really want to put it in the 3DS because it does fit, but it doesn't fit very well, and I don't think anyone's really going to do it. And it doesn't work, basically. Annoyingly, again, I was hoping it would, so we could have maybe some kind of sort of clarity there, so we can have like an LED cartridge. You could probably just recycle games, because let's face it, DS games you could probably get them for like £1 from CX at the moment. Really old crappy titles. But yeah, let's have a look at the hardware side of it. So basically this is what I did originally. You've got the power, you've got the two ground pins. Let's get something to point with. So you got your two ground pins at the side, which are slightly longer, and then you got your power, your 3.3 volts. So I basically took the power, there's one of these vias up here, and then took it some solid core enamel wire, 0.25 of a mil, quarter of a mil. And then luckily, there's one via up here that's connected to ground, and then there's one sort of like a test point over here that's also connected to ground. So I basically just anchored the LEDs there, put the negative sides on there, and then just had this positive wire come around there, and then that's it. Jobs are good in. You don't have to use super glue or nothing. It just holds it all in place, and it doesn't because we're connected to this via here. It doesn't affect any of the, as you can see, it doesn't affect anything when you're putting it in and out the slot, and that you don't have to scrape anything away. It's there. You're just using the vias and the board. I think most boards, I've got these out of these three boards, they're all the same, apart from this top chip. On I think it's on this one, which has got like a fatter chip. Well, it's like an 8-pin, but this is like a tiny, smaller pitched 8-pin. It looks very similar. The flash chip looks very similar to the flash chip that's out of a Wi-Fi DS Lite Wi-Fi board. Weirdly, must be just like a generic flash chip that they've used for it. But yeah, as always, I'm going to put all the link for the description for the link in the description for these board files, and then there'll be some better photos of how to wire this up, and then also how to assemble it. Unfortunately, we are having to use double-sided tape and a bit of super glue. It kind of holds quite well, to be honest, but obviously over time, that's going to eventually wear out, and I don't like doing it, but I don't know any other way. There's no way you get like a screw. There's no screws, is there? Maybe you could put some of the top here, but what you can do with the bottom, there's just no. It's unfortunately. I do like to use screws because, you can take it apart, because once this is done and glued together, that's pretty much it. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Bye.